This is Career Quest. I have the pleasure of being here with Michael Pipillo. He is the head chef over at the Omni Grove Park Inn. Michael, thank you for talking with us today. I want to know a little bit about the hotel and the kitchen that you work in. Is it a small kitchen? Is it a large kitchen? How many people are you serving on a daily basis? Just give us some stats and figures and stuff about that.
Well, it's really cool that you brought that up because it's one of the challenges, one of the biggest challenges in the kitchen industry. I would usually be responsible for 2 kitchens. So we have a small kitchen that produces 3 outlets of the hotel. And then I have a production kitchen, which is the prep kitchen. That's where all the flavor and love and all comes from. So we put all these prep into the small kitchen just to put the food together and send it to our guests. We do roughly about 600 in Edison, which is the casual dining, and then we do roughly about another 600 for Sunset Terrace, which is a steakhouse.
Is that on a daily basis?
Yes, that would be on a daily basis and during the season.
Okay.
During the non-season, it fluctuates, but we close Sunset Terrace because it's the cold weather. But it's a beautiful view of the mountains, and it's really worth having dinner there with a nice meal.
Yes.
So it's a steakhouse.
Yeah.
And then we have the Great Hall Bar, which is basically some bar food going on. But it's a small kitchen, yes. It's an organized kitchen. And we call it the beast of the hotel. This kitchen staff are the beast within the beast. It's really high volume, high stress environment. But, it's the only place where we can really learn and grow the high environment.
So you manage over all 3 environments that you just spoke of?
Yes, and all 3 of those environments are all one tiny kitchen.
Wow. So tell me a little bit about, with that much volume and that much going on, there's got to be mistakes from time to time that happen. So what do you guys do, you and your staff do, to recenter yourself if something goes wrong?
It's just try to do like a do-over. We just learn and grow. We all drop the ball, and we always pick it up. And then we try not to do it again. And then that's how we learn and grow. And that's where you standardize yourself, organize yourself. But I would say that's a regroup. It's like we're dropping the ball, guys. We got to pick up the ball. We got to regroup, read the ticket more, read it better, focus. And then before you know, everybody's working together as a team that needs to be getting going, like a well-oiled machine.
Well, you just mentioned the word team, and so I want to go in that direction a little bit here. You must have to do a lot of hiring, build out a team. So what kind of things are you looking for, say, in a resume or and then onto an interview or any of those kind of things that you could share with us?
Well, for the resume, for the most part, I like to see them in person and face-to-face. It's just like I like to see them dressed apart. They really want to be professional. Just like when you go into a wedding, you want to impress yourself. And that's what it's all about. And not only that, you can dress up, casual. I agree with that. That's cool. And Asheville is Asheville. I mean, there's a bunch of people, bunch of personalities, but it's the drive that I'm looking for. The drive and the passion and the culinary expertise what I'm looking for. A resume, you could put anything on a piece of paper, but I'd rather see them in action and the way they communicate with people, how they talk, and then in the environment that they were in.
Now, I've heard of chefs, maybe even having somebody create a dish or something and then tasting it. Do you guys do that ever? Or
right, we do a tasting. Each one is just beneficiary, 2 chefs,
right,
or cook one. Those kind of situations, I'd like to see them in action.
Yeah.
Because that action speaks louder than words.
Right.
Like they all say.
Right.
Now, and I agree with that, and also with their references to what they have in their resumes too.
Right.
And I really look forward to people like that. Yes.
Well, I think that's probably, to someone out there, really refreshing to hear, because a lot of times, there's people that don't feel comfortable in an interview answering questions. And, for someone like that, this field, if they are more comfortable in creating and working with their hands and showing their art and their skill that way, that might be a good field for them to go into.
Yes. So it's an amazing concept. It's not like an office interview. This is more hands-on, think quickly, communication, and that's all about the kitchen. It's about communication.
Can you tell us a little bit about some of the positions on your team and to serve 600 more plus people a day in multiple kitchens? That must be a big team, or are we really lean? Well, you tell me.
Well, usually we have 25 people to 30 employees working with us. And with that being said, we usually have about 8 to 9 people in the prep kitchen. And the rest, we have 2 shifts for AM and PM shift for the restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we usually get about 7 pallets of food every 3 days.
Wow.
A week.
Yeah. And there's inspection that stuff has to come in
And unload it.
and unload it and all
Organize
that.
it, label, date, everything.
Everything. Yeah. Wow. So it's a job that never stops moving, I would imagine.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
But
And,
you're creating memories
Yes.
for people.
and for people, that's very important.
Yeah.
Yes. And then the day goes by fast.
Yeah.
And before you know it, you're already home. Yes.
Well, once again, thank you for sharing this with us. We love to hear about these different types of opportunities that people can get into, and this has been really informative. So thank you.
Thank you, sir.